I first moved to Japan looking like this. Then, through bad habits and lifestyle, I ended up looking like more like this. Now, I'm looking like this and feeling great. Before I moved to Japan, people were kind of telling me like, oh, people there are so skinny. You're gonna lose a lot of weight. Well, not exactly. The combination of things like delicious food everywhere, a lifestyle where you're kind of living paycheck to paycheck and not doing too mentally well and financially well. You live like that as an English teacher here. If you're gonna move here, like there are gonna be some struggles. And just moving to here with my Western lifestyle habits of eating, not the best combination for like being really fit. Moving to Japan, I was drinking a lot more than I did in the United States, as there's not the same fun things available for yourself. Yeah, the drinking culture here is actually pretty wild. Most Japanese people grow up during the weekdays. They're eating a lot of washoku at home. They're eating like things like miso soup, tofu, fish, and like that's how you grow up as a family. But when you come here with your Western habits of eating, you know, you're eating a lot more volume and a lot more processed like throughout the week than the local people here would typically eat. Also going through some things in my personal life, I started like, I don't know, drinking more and going out partying more. And when you're going drinking more, eating a lot of fried foods. When you eat out in Japan, a lot of things you're eating are deep fried. Eating out is seen as a treat. And so it brought me to this point where I was weighing in at 75 kilograms. That's not the heaviest I've ever been in my life, but it wasn't great. And I was always a very active person. Like even at work, when I worked at the elementary schools, I would always go run around with the kids outside. They'd be like, oh, sensei, oni go shio. And then so I'd go outside with them and play. And then chase these little kids around for about 20 minutes, and it was always a good time. However, it got to a point where I got bigger and bigger. I was weighing in around like 72 kilograms and 73 and 75. And yeah, once I was like 75, sometimes even hitting 76, 77, I was not as swift on my feet as I normally am. I specifically remember this one day where I was chasing them, and then, you know, the little bars you sit on and like hang upside down, they're called tetsubo here. I don't know what we call them in the United States, but anyway, they run behind. It's like, oh, you can't get me. If I go right, they go to my left. If I go left, they go to my right. And like, so normally what I would do is I would jump over that thing, like,
I got you.
One day I was like, okay, I'm gonna go jump over it like I always do. I did not make it over. Like my foot caught on the bar and I fell face forward. This little kid looks at me and is like, sensei, nani shiteru no? And that was kind of, you know, like a little wake-up call. I was like, hey, I'm really out of shape, damn. So what did I do about it? I started off like a lot of people start off. I just focused on one thing. I started off with just, I'm gonna go do a run. So like, I've always had a gym membership here, but I've never really taken lifting or anything like that seriously in my life. But I was like, okay, yeah, it was more of like I was putting on a persona. Like, yeah, I go to the gym, so like I'm doing what I need to do, when I really wasn't putting in hard work or effort in my workouts at all. So I went to the gym. I was like, okay, let me just run I hate running. Let me just run for 10 minutes. Maybe that would do some good for me. I did this 10-minute run, and boy, I was huffing and puffing real bad. Like I was up in there like, right after, just from a 10-minute run. You feel me? And I was like, damn, that sucked. But I was feeling really motivated. So I went back the next day. I was like, okay, yesterday I did 10, I'm gonna do 15. Boy, that 15 minutes were hell, dog. Once again, huffing and puffing. Went back the next day, did 20. Did the 20 minutes. Was kind of huffing and puffing. Was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. I put my phone on the top of the treadmill and I watched the whole episode of Cowboy Bebop. And I did the run, came home and I ate some relatively healthy food. And I was like, you know what? I could do this. I think I'm gonna be all right. Next day did 20. Next day did 25. Next day did 30. The day after that I skipped 35 and just went to 40. 45, 50, got all the way up to 60. And then after I got to 60, I did the 60-minute run. And I was like, oh, I was so excited. I bought some running shoes. I was like, okay, now I'm feeling good. Now I'm locked in. Wake up the next morning, giant pain running down my leg, like so I ended up having bad sciatica. That's not fun at all. I've actually had that sciatica that lasted almost 2 years. It was really, really bad. We'll get back to that sciatica portion of the story. But had that sciatica, so like I had to stop running. I was like, okay, maybe I can still lift and stuff. So I started doing some upper body work. And then what I noticed was I got back to work, and then some of the other, like the homeroom teachers at the elementary school, they were coming up and like, oh, Yasita. Oh, did I? I was like, I didn't even notice. I wasn't even thinking about weight loss at this time. I was just thinking about just getting like my energy back. Like I was just really like out of shape. Like my energy sucked. I was always tired. And like that's never been me. When I first moved to this country, I was like the most upbeat person you could imagine, even when I was still a little fat. But got to the point where like life wasn't going so good for me, and I got big and just not healthy, and everything was just really, really bad. So this was like starting to be a good change, and I was feeling real good about myself. Event number 2. Fast forward about another month, we get into October now. I'm like flat broke, like, but still like doing what I normally do. Like at this point I didn't start dieting or quit partying yet. Like I was just eating kind of healthier and being more active at the time, taking a lot of night walks, doing that kind of thing. But I was still drinking, but I had no money, and I was invited to this Halloween party. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to this party, but it was BYOB. I didn't have no money, so I just bought this little tiny bottle of whiskey that you could like put in your pocket. It costs like 300 yen, and like it's enough whiskey to get you turned for a night. So I bought that, spent 300 yen on alcohol, and went to the party, right? I'm walking around looking stupid, just like everybody has like tall beer cans in their hands and cocktail cans, and I'm just walking around with this bottle of whiskey like I was some sort of pirate. I wasn't dressed as what was I dressed as? I was dressed as Tom Nook. That's what I was dressed up at this party. So I'm just drinking that, and like, just like people thought it was funny. I was drinking that like while wearing this like ridiculous costume. Like it was really funny seeing Tom Nook with a bottle of whiskey. But anyway, like I meet a bunch of different people at this party. Like everybody's like exchanging Instagrams and stuff. And it's like, oh cool, for sure. Fast forward a couple weeks, I post an Instagram story where I'm just dribbling a basketball. And dude that I met at this party hits me up. He's like, hey, do you play basketball? I was like, kind of back home I used to play a lot. So I was like, yeah, I'll play some basketball. He's like, come to this address. And so I was like, yeah, fuck it. I should probably play some hoop. Like, I was a little hesitant on going, but it ended up being like one of the biggest decisions of my life, going to this little basketball session. Turns out my friend runs a big old sports group with like over 100 people. It's crazy. Well, it's over 100 people. It was around 70 people at that time. It's over like 100 people now. And like I've watched it just grow so much. And like I go to this basketball thing, hoop with these random people that I have no idea who any of them are. They all speak Japanese. Like at this moment in time, I still don't speak Japanese all that well. But like it was fun. I got through it. Felt really, really tired at the end, and ended up coming home and like ordering Pizza Hut. Like that's how gassed I was from like 3 hours of hoop. Like I was like, damn, that was a lot of basketball. Had a lot of fun. He asked me, hey, do you want to join the line group that we have? And then they post the schedule when they play. So I joined the line group, and then a couple weeks later they had one again, and I went. And then they had another one, and I went. I just kept going and going, and I started to get to know these people, and all of a sudden these became like my homies here in the country, and I'm so thankful to find community, and like that really was a trigger for me to like do better things in life and not just like go get fucked up on Friday, Saturday night. My boy put it to me this way, like we all pay 500 yen for the 3 hours of basketball, and he was like, if you went out to the city for 3 hours, how much would you spend in that 3 hours? And I was like, damn, like probably spend about Ichiman or like even like $100 US. Like that's a lot of money you could spend in 3 hours going out to the bars and stuff. But like 3 hours, 500 yen and hooping, and we're doing something healthy and like moving around. Like this is really good, and I was having a lot of fun. So I'm like, yeah, I'm in the group now. Like I'm hooping with them. I go like every time. Like I don't miss a weekend. Like I'm there every single event. And then they do it like we'd be doing other sports. Sometimes we'll play some outdoor soccer. Sometimes we'll play volleyball. So now I'm playing all these different sports. Fast forward to, let's say it's April 2023. I just got a new job, more fun, active job, where I'm like on my feet even more than I was before. Just got a new job. Now I'm down to like 65 kilograms actually. Still haven't started dieting yet or even like lifting like with purpose at all. But I'm down like 10 kilograms at this point. Like, wow, that's crazy. Get to April, and then my friend hits me up and is like, hey, we're starting a baseball team. And like, my eyes just lit up like this. I was like, what? A baseball team? Like, oh man, like growing up, like I played baseball from 6 years old to 18. And that was like my whole childhood was involved around baseball. And that was the thing, was like, okay, people hoop outside, like adult league softball. I never imagined that I'd ever get to play baseball again. But they said they were starting a team, and I was like, yeah, I'm in for sure. So joined this baseball. Took a while to find enough people to get started. We had some practice games. We were just all so rusty. None of us had played in a long time. I was just like hitting, like I wasn't swinging and missing, but I was just hitting like little pop flies up, little ground balls back to the pitcher. Defense was still there though, but now I'm on this baseball team playing basketball. I was like, hey, I got something to train for. Like, I want to be good, because like I take pride in, like, I'm very competitive. I take pride in this. And so I started just like, okay, let me just start lifting, let's just get overall stronger to get better at baseball. And so I started lifting hard and working on my core, working my legs to get more power, working on my strength endurance. Like, started doing pull-ups, and I started tracking my workouts. And then all of a sudden I'm lifting heavy. My body started changing a lot. Like I saw my lats getting bigger, my shoulders start to pop more. I was like, and then like people are telling me about it, and I'm like, this is really cool. So now I was like, okay, I'm gonna lean into this like fitness athletic life right now. This is fun. I'm feeling great. I'm at work every day with crazy energy. The whole 8 hours at work, like I'm just moving around like, what's up everybody? And I'm just like, I'm doing great at this point. So I'm gonna just keep going with this. Okay, let me try dieting. I've dieted before. Started using MyFitnessPal. Started making my lunches for work, and instead of eating lunch out. And next thing you know, I even got down to like 58 kilograms. Like that was from like 76 to 58. Why can't I do math right now? That's an 18 kilogram difference. That's crazy. And so I was looking like really lean. I was a lot stronger than I was before, and I was just feeling real good about myself. So I just kept going. And then I started like incorporating food back in and getting stronger. And then I started tracking like my compound lifts, like how do I get bigger and stronger and faster, and started tracking things like my bench press, my deadlift, which like this is now like my thing to do. Is like I try to like progress my deadlift. I want to deadlift 400 pounds. I'm at like 380 now. I'm trying to deadlift 180 kilograms. I've deadlifted 170 as of my most recent PR. And I'm so excited to hit that mark. Like that's just like a cool milestone for me at my like low body weight. I would be really happy if I can do that. I just like developed this lifestyle where I was just like, I'm eating like not the cleanest food, but like I'm eating smart. You know, the old school like bodybuilding like meal, chicken or rice. Well, like I do that too. However, like I jazz it up a little bit. 2 of the days I do a taco flavored chicken. 3 of the days I'll do like a Korean flavored chicken. Like I just flavor it different every day, so it's not repetitive. Taking supplementation every day, supplement protein and creatine. Starting off with black coffee. I love black coffee. Just things like that, or just like little things that all add up. Eating a good, clean, healthy diet, plus giving me enough energy to be crazy active. Another thing I started doing, I walk everywhere. The station for me to go to work is 20 minutes away. However, sometimes I'll walk to the station where I transfer at, which will take me 40 minutes to walk to that station. Save me a little bit of money. and gives me another like 30 minutes of like nice walking, and with a backpack on, it's good level cardio right there. Haven't been doing that during the summer. It is dumbass hot outside, but like getting my step count up was a really cool way for me to get my cardio in without burning myself out. When I was using running as my main source of cardio, that's when I got hurt. And like I dealt with that sciatica for almost 2 years. Like if I sat down for too long, like my whole right leg would just flare up, and I would just feel like this like squeezing pain through my leg, and that was not fun. I kind of solved it by actually not resting it by deadlifting and getting my like hip flexors stronger, my glutes stronger, opened up my whole like the back, like all the nerves, I guess. I don't have sciatica pain anymore since I got my deadlift really strong. I don't know if there's correlation in that, but that's when it stopped happening, was when I started deadlifting. But anyway, this is where we're at now, and I'm not done. I don't actually want to lose like actual body weight. I still got a lot of body fat to burn off. As you can see right here, I can still grab this even at 61 kilograms. I'm feeling really strong. Like my shoulders looking real good, but we still got a lot of body fat to go off. We're not doing a cut right now. However, we will do that in about a couple weeks. But anyway, what am I doing now? Well, I'm continuing to work out hard, play these sports hard, and just give like as much 100% effort as I can give to myself. And to hold myself accountable, I've been documenting myself every single day the past 2 weeks. And I've been uploading a video a week later of that day, documenting what I'm doing, where I'm at, what my body fat looks like, and my strength goal, and where my strength is at that time. So please come along, join me for the ride. This was my story, and the story's not done. I'm planning on making a lot of other videos, like on weekends, of what else I'd be doing to stay lean while living in this country. It's a beautiful country out there, and I'd like to bring y'all along with me on the ride. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this was just a big, long ass ramble, but I appreciate you so much. Until next time, bye bye.